So let me ask you a question. How do you feel right now about your finances, your career, your ability to go out and generate and bring in income, money, wealth? What about how do you feel about your worth in the community? Is the world a better place because you're in it? How do you feel about your level of intelligence and just your ability to do and operate and change the world, or at least your little corner of the world? However you answered is what your subconscious mind believes to be true about you. You can't tell your subconscious mind in the words that come out of your mouth what to believe about you. It just ignores those. And nothing you can say changes anything. That's why affirmations don't work. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. You can say that all day long, but your subconscious mind knows that you're only saying that because you're not rich and you wish you were. You haven't changed anything. So the formula is this. However you're feeling, your subconscious mind hears them and it believes them. It never doubts a feeling, every time, all the time. And whatever it believes, it makes true in the physical world. So you wake up in the morning, you start thinking about your health, your level of energy, your career, your finances, your loved ones, your sweetheart. You start thinking about all these things and immediately begin feeling a certain way about each aspect of your life. Those feelings are being fed to you by your subconscious mind. So here's where the craziest circular event of all time takes place. You feel a certain way about everything that's important to you in your life, and you flood your subconscious mind with those feelings. It believes them and then keeps your life congruent with what it believes by feeding you feelings, thoughts, ideas, visions that match what you flooded it with. And this is how it keeps your life congruent with the role you're playing, with your so-called personality, with who you are. But that's an invented role. There is no you. How do you break this habitual cycle? If you believe deep down, and I'm talking subconsciously, that you're poor, you always have been, no good ideas come to you. They come to other people. Good luck comes to other people, but not you. What in the heck are you supposed to do about that? Change the way you feel about money. Change the way you feel about luck. Change the way you feel about your abilities to generate, to find, to bring in. Change how you feel about all of that. How do I change how I feel about my finances? You just answered half of it yourself. You can't look to quote unquote reality to dictate how you feel about your finances if they're no good in reality. You got to go somewhere else. Where are you going to go? Your imagination. This is where your power is, not reality, your make-believe world. When you're born, you have an incredible imagination. You love to get lost in a make-believe world. You could do it for hours. Nothing around you stopped you from imagining that you were the princess living in a castle and everything was perfect, everything was wonderful, regardless of what was really going on in reality. But it didn't take very many years before well-meaning adults taught you to quit doing that. In fact, you got scolded if you were still doing it in elementary school. You were told to quit living in a fantasy world, to start living in reality. Well, wrong. I'm here to tell you what you need is a giant hyper overdose of make-believe. That's where your power is. Why? Because when you're lost in a beautiful daydream, a beautiful imaginary scenario of your own creation, you're in charge of this. You know that that scenario is not real, right? It's just make-believe. But what about the feelings it generates? Are those real? You better believe it. And your subconscious mind is listening to every one of them and believing them. And once it believes anything about you to be true, it will go out. It will go get it. It will go find it. It will make your paths cross with the perfect sweetheart, with the perfect job, the perfect career, the perfect boss. This is how it works. The world is made up of miracles. The whole dang thing is a miracle. You're a miracle. The fact that you can think and see and walk and talk, the fact that the sun comes up every morning, goes down every night, and that happens to work with your cycle of needing rest, the fact that it rains just enough for crops to grow so we all have something to eat, the whole thing is a miracle. And the quicker you wrap your head around that, the happier you're going to be. And you can create miracles by flooding your subconscious mind with the right feelings.